is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Eddie in Boca Raton. Hey, Eddie, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, good. It is a treasure to have TFNN every hour during the trading day, to be there to help you, to guide you, and even to give you some peace of mind, or like that somebody else is there with you while you're trading this crazy market, either up or down.
Well, listen, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, because we wouldn't be out here, folks, if we didn't have all you guys, gals, tigers and tigresses as clients. And, you know, the market teaches you every single day, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, a great week. And, man, we're going to be kicking into 2022. You're going to love it. Be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you're impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer a fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. This card's really applicable right now, folks. That's for sure. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 185, NASDAQ up 130, S&P's up 32. Gold contract caught the bid up 16.70, 18.05 an ounce. We get silver up 29 cents, $22.79 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.80, $72.92 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year note up 4 ticks, 130.22. The 30-year up 18 at 161.11. And King Dollar. King Dollar's down 400 ticks, trading 96.08. Euros at 113. The yen's at 114.17. And the British pound is at 133 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. And in the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, it's a classic, man, no doubt. What we have here is this. You got an expansion of price, huge contraction of volume. Bottom line, I expect you're going to, go for these, the spot. The S&P looks to me like an actually, let's see, what do we got? We got, today's Wednesday, we got Thursday. Then we get next. Yeah, the S&P can go for its high. When we're at 466, the low of the high is 467.36. And you'll see, bottom line, there'll be a contraction all the way up. The contraction today is big. There's no doubt about it. You have so here, I'm going to set up the bull case and the bear case, folks. Okay, and here we go. So the bull case goes like this. The bull case goes, we came down. We'll bring this back from November 22nd. So November 22nd, you come off the high. You go down straight to 448. And we, for 3 days down there, you had big volume. You had volume of 132, 127, and 137. And then what happens? Then you get a nice counter trend bounce, goes back to the highs again. And as it goes back to the highs, what you have here is this. And this is why I think we're going back to the highs, okay? When we had the high, that 472.87, didn't take out the high of 473. So we didn't make the high, but you had good volume. And when you normally go into a high with good volume, you're going to get it tested. That's what I think we have happening right now. The low of the high that I'm talking about is 464. So we're already above the 466. That being said, you can see what's happening. As you're going up, your contraction is huge. So yesterday, we come off here's the bullish part. The bullish part is that when we made the turn on Friday, you did 107 million versus 137. So that's a rejection of lower price, had lighter volume. That's saying that, hey, listen, you can go topside again in a second. Then we're going topside. We're contracting on volume. So if we get up to the highs, not just to the highs, like right before the highs, and we start going sideways next week, well, that would be a bullish occurrence. The reason being is that if you lay under the highs, I'd say coming into the new year, and you're just laying there, that could be definitely a bullish occurrence because you could get another break topside. Okay, that's the bullish occurrence. Here's the bearish occurrence. The bearish occurrence is that in the last 6 months, every time we've come down, you're coming down hard and fast. And what I've seen in the marketplace is that the market just loves to do this, man. It's crazy when you really do get corrections or consolidations. It seems to do two. It really seems that you can get out 3 times. And that's what I think we have here. So when we take a look at this market, you're going to see on July 19th, you get a high volume low. Does it stick? No way. You go from 421, you get up to 453. Bang, we come right back down again to 426, high heavy volume. Does it stick? No. You go from 429 all the way up to 473. Bang, you come back down again. So we'll see where the baby shakes out, but that is the bearish occurrence. And the bearish occurrence here would be that you get up to the high. I'd love to see it actually get over the high, test it with lighter volume, and reject price. Then that would say to me that would be the beginning. And what I'm doing here, folks, is this. I'm doing this technically, and then what I'm also doing is that I'm also doing this as to the aspect of where we are in the cycle of what month we're going to be in, and that's going to be January. And what ends up happening is that what you see in January, sometimes everyone's going to, it's a big run-up this year. If you don't want to pay taxes by the 15th of, April, which you actually probably have to pay them by it depends on how your structure is. You have to pay them by the 15th of April, that's for sure. Unless you hold to January 2nd. And then, guess what? It's the next year. So that number that I'm looking for on a consolidation is 427. That's how I'm figuring this thing's going to hold shakeout. We'll see. NDX 100, set up the exact same way. The NDX is set up the same way. Bottom line, on the NDX, we turned. Now, this is what the difference is in the NDX. Now, check this out. We still rejected lower price. It had 65 million shares versus 105. The movement, however, inside of the NDX 100 is not as big as the S&P. So that's telling me that, it will get to the swing point, which is like 400. And you're going to have contractions again. And I suspect that the Qs want to go to 350. And when I actually look at the marketplace, I'm much more confident on the 350 than the October 4th on the S&P. The S&P seems to be a little bit stronger right now. That's kind of how this is shaking out. But that 350 actually, look at that. Isn't 350? I see in the weekly it's even more intense. Well, I'm going to stick with 350 right now because it's open, like wide open here, folks. It's 297, man. That would be a trip. 297. Yeah, what is that? That's 30%. If we have a 30% correction, man, folks that are new in the marketplace won't know that they're going to be screaming that couldn't happen. It must be George Soros' fault or something. We'll hear everything. Trust me. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the market's open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TESS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TESS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TESS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. Today, we have light volume. Apple's up $1.80. You have Nvidia's up $1.80. You got Tesla up $65. Microsoft's up $4.49. Look at this biotech, man. This is sick. Allocase is down $75 and is trading at $9. Let's see what this had to say. This is about as bad as you can get, I guess. Okay, so this company's down 87%. It's down more than that now. It's over 90%. The biotech company said data from a 24-week trial study. I can't pronounce what they were doing, actually. The bottom line is not working. It did not achieve statistical significance. We are deeply disappointed in the studies, and you talk about going south, man. This is about as intense as you get. So this company here, let's see, issue information. Wow, look at this. This is crazy. Okay, so 18. Yeah, it's below everything. So it went, oh, look at this, man. This is when you're talking. So it went public July of 2018 at $18. They did a secondary. Wow, look at this. You talk about they have plenty of cash, man. They did a secondary on August 6th at $77. Then they did, October 28th of 2020, they did another $3.5 million at $82. Can you imagine? Oh my God, that is pretty intense. That's about as intense as you can get. Needless to say, that's a big loser out here today, that's for sure. Apple, we take a look at Apple. See what Apple out here, what Apple is doing. Apple, bottom line, you're going higher. Simultaneously, though, you get a monster contraction of volume. So I suspect, just as the market, Apple wants to test its highs. We'll see how that shakes out other than that. Let's go take a look at, this is good. See, the commodity business is starting to kick in, folks, okay? Titan International, thanks, Ryan, for sending that over. So this is up $1.10. The low for the year is $4.25. The high is $11.82. This has caught a bid, evidently. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's a nice bid. It's got. Now, see, this gets cool. $5.16 versus. Oh, this is good. So check this out, man. Now, this is really cool in the context of you're in a vacation week. And if you can get an equity that's going into a swing point that has volume on a vacation week, pay attention to it, folks. And that's what this is doing. The last swing point out here at 232,000 shares at $8.65. Well, we've already done 516,000 shares, and we're at 870. That's an equity that wants higher price. And let's put this on a weekly for a second. Oh, nice. Oh, man. Okay. So what we got here, this will be interesting to see how this shakes out, man. This is a nice base, okay? You put this base out. Yeah, this is, the stock had been up to 1182. It pulls back to 686. It's probably says almost a 50% pullback. Yeah, just shy of a 50% pullback. Just over a 0.382. Yeah, it's about a 40% pullback. And then, let's see, put that there. Okay. So then what we have now you are going higher. Oh, see, this was cool last week. See this last week? This is the stuff. So if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, right, this is where you really want to keep your eye on this. This is really subtle. I love, when you're doing price and volume, some of these subtle moves are so important, it's amazing. And this is like one of them. What this was doing, you can see this last week. Last week, it's pushing into its swing point, and it's pushing in with volume. You can see it didn't break the swing. It got to a price point of 830. The swing point is 865, but yet we did volume of 2.8 million. The swing point has 940,000. And that swing point is laid out at 865. So, and this week, we're over that. We did 1.1 million. So this is in great shape, man. Your swing point had the 940. You're at 1.19. You got another day left. What you have to do in the context that when you only have, of course, 4 days, you have to turn around and take the volume, divide it by 4, multiply it by 5, and you're all set. This to me wants to go to higher price. And, what they do, okay, I think this is the tires, right? The tires, wheel-safe mounted tires. Yeah, these tires, if you've never seen these tires, tires inside the mining business, folks, it's just unbelievable. I remember when we had Nova Gold, when Nova Gold was a advertiser, I was interviewing the CEO quite a bit, and I'm pulling up Nova Gold as we do it. And what had happened is that Nova Gold, look at this, they still don't take any money in. Yeah, they don't. But Nova Gold has the largest copper deposit in the world. Now, what the problem is that you got to get to it. Now, they don't have the problem as to the aspect of there's another company that, if they go in, what ends up happening is that the salmon could get hurt. So you have all the fishermen, rightfully so, up in Alaska saying, yeah, you're out of your mind, man. That mine's not going to go in. There's plenty of families that make their living from fishing. Nova Gold has the community behind them because this place is in the middle of nowhere. But this is where this is the tire story. And what had happened is that they thought this was going to go a lot faster, rather. And so they had ordered all these tires and all this stuff in Seattle to get them up to Fairbanks, to get them up to where they were. And we actually had pictures of them. That's how I know how big these things are. But bottom line, what I like about that move more than anything is the aspect that the commodity business should start being picked up. That's where this whole thing comes from. When it's like inch by inch, life's a cinch, inch by inch. That's kind of how this thing starts moving. You know what I mean? That we get first, you get the tires going. Then you already the potash stocks are already going. They pull back, but they're already going, man. There's no doubt about that. Gold and silver, I want to see get better. That's for sure. We'll see whether this can hold. And this dollar, bottom line is that I want to see the dollar back off. The dollar is still at highs. I mean, look at this dollar. Yeah, we're down 411 today. But what also happens, just as I say, with the market, it's very hard. Don't get a lot of conviction in these moves right through this holiday period. Because what ends up happening is that, larger traders can move this around pretty much. That's where it comes down to. So we'll see whether this sticks. What you do have, which is pretty cool, is that, as folks start thinking more and more, I hear people saying that, the inflation's going to be all right next year. That's not how inflation goes, folks, okay? It's not, you just don't turn it off. And what, prices are going to go down? Prices can stabilize, okay? But prices certainly aren't going down 20% after we went up 20%. Who's going to take that hit? Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you having fun trading the markets, but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 199, Nasdaq's up 130, S&Ps are up 33. Okay, so let's go take a look at, we got a couple questions here. These are great questions too, by the way. Anglo Gold Ashanti first. Now, I own this one, folks, okay? The next three stocks we talk about, I think I already own. So, what the question here is on Anglo, let's see, I understand that the target for Anglo is 22.24, but does the high volume day on 12.17 give cause for concern? Okay, so, right, 12.17. Oh, yeah, no, that's awesome. See, okay, so watch this. So, 12.17, folks, what happened is this. It went to a higher high, gave it up on price, has huge volume. once you get your head wrapped around volume, you're going to love those days, okay? You're not going to love it when you're in it. It's like, okay, man, you're at 20.62, end up closing at $20. It's like, okay, what's wrong with that? I've seen this enough that if I get higher price and higher volume, just stay with it, man. It's going right back topside. That's what's happening with this one. We'll see whether they get a small ABC up. It's going to be hard to get 6.7 million, but you never know. You might. Bottom line, this one here looks to me like we're going up to the high. Now, that's on a shorter term basis. My take on this, and this is coming out of the gold report, folks. That's where he's getting the 23.74. Let me add on to that, though. I think this is going to 28, man. I think this is going right up to the top. 32 is the low, 37 is the high. And where it'll stall at, 24 to 26. Right there, you got a big consolidation that's happening. We'd have to build cars on the other side of that in order to get up to that area. But this is a strong stock. It's not only a strong stock, they got a new CEO. They didn't have a CEO for a year in this company, man. They do well. I mean, they do take in $3.9 billion. They bring $1.58 to the bottom line. So they're doing just fine. Let's go look at, okay, so what's next? 1 second. Here we go. Okay, GFI. Okay, so this one gets interesting. Now, I got some feedback, and this is what's so cool about all the Tigers and Tigresses. I got some feedback from some of the Tigers yesterday when we were on the air about GFI. Evidently, GFI, okay, and I've been watching it move. So what happens with GFI is this. Here, let's bring this back, because GFI, man, moves on its own. When GFI, is that the move? Let's see, how long ago? That's May. Yeah, it's May. So picture this. And when was this? December. No, we were in this move. Okay, so we've been in this move here. Okay, the one in May. So what happened, folks, is this. GFI just decided, take off on its own. All the gold stocks weren't going up. GFI, went from $9 all the way up to $12.50 when gold really didn't move that much, okay? Now let's get into where we are now. So what you have with GFI, my take here is GFI wants to go to the top $14. We're $10.56 right now. And what ended up happening is that I guess you got the Nigerian brothers that looked, and this happened yesterday, evidently, and there's high call volume here. I'll show it to you. In this equity that's coming in, and it's coming in the Januaries. Let me get the Januaries up. Oh, see, it was yesterday. So it was yesterday. Yesterday, Dan's right here too. Yeah, Dan, do you remember how many? There was a huge amount. There was 6,400 calls in this area between $10 and $12. I saw a couple different. Today it's not there, but because this is today's trading. But they were big numbers on GFI. Yeah, there was 12,000 total yesterday. So what ended up happening is that got some traction. There's no doubt about that. We'll see where this whole thing is going to shake out. But, Goldfields has a, bottom line. When you take a look at Goldfields, they do $4.1 billion. They bring $1 to the bottom line. And you don't see a lot of gold equities that are actually growing, okay? In this case, it's not bad. You have Australia, they're growing at 3.5% a year. West Africa, they're growing by 6.5% a year. Now, any equity that's mining gold, folks, in West Africa, if in fact they don't, have a huge problem between it, West Africa has the least expensive gold in the world. If anyone could actually get together with the artesian miners, okay, and what the artesian miners is this, folks, okay, is that you have all these villages. Bottom line is that the way they make money, they, go on someone else's gold mine and they're, basically digging for gold. But it's a very organized type of deal. The problem is that the people that have it organized aren't the greatest people in the world, okay? And so, if they could get that organized, it'd even get more intense. But when you see West Africa, pay attention to it. That's the real bottom line. And what the question is that stronger than in Newmont? I like I don't own Newmont, okay, but Newmont's movement. That's the good news, man. Newmont's starting to move. We needed Newmont to move for the GDX, for the XAU, and for the HUI, because what ends up happening is that you don't need a lot of folks to get in this market, but we need more volume and we need more traders to get in the market and have a belief inside the gold. That's the bottom line. This Newmont's set up nice. Newmont's set up, it broke out of its consolidation. The top of the consolidation is 59. The bottom of the consolidation is what? 57. So that's, you just add 7 to 59. What do we got? 65? 60, 7, what? Yeah, 66. So where's 66? Oh, this is good. Oh, this is even better than I thought. Here, 1 second. Let's see where 66 is. What is that number? That's good. The high's 70. I see. So 66 is right underneath it. And I expect the bottom line is that that's where we're going to go. That's how that baby is shaking out. That's how it goes. And one of the Tigers are asking that they saw on Bloomberg headline the call volume. Do they have some insight as to why? No. What ends up happening with a Bloomberg, I can tag anything I want with. You can tag. You probably. I think you can do this on. We can definitely. I can tell you what I can do on a Bloomberg. Now, Bloomberg, I can absolutely tag any one of these equities I want, if, and the way you just do it if and on it, and the computer understands it. Meaning that, okay, if this guy gets over the average, give me an update, and it will give you an update. That's what it comes down to. So we'll see where the whole thing shakes out. What you do have is that, let's go look at the euro, because I want to see what is moving this dollar down. Is it the euro moving up? Yeah, it is. Good. Okay. Because that's what we need. The euro has been on a one-way trip on the way down. $1.19 down to $1.13. So pretty wild. There's no doubt about that. You know what I heard? Listen to this, man. When we talk about the European Union, what I didn't realize, right, is that, and there's a new book coming out about Angela Merkel, right? Of course, she's the Chancellor of Germany. But, it's amazing, folks, okay? Angela Merkel was from actually East Germany. And what happened is that she was 35 years old when East Germany got free. And she ended up being the chancellor and one of the best chancellors around. So it is so weird, man, because, when you think about that, and I remember when that wall come down, because that wall come down on my birthday, folks, November 9th. Pretty wild. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials. So my point is, imagine going from the Stasi, I think that's what they call the Stasi. I mean, they had spies everywhere, East Germany, right? Going from there to running the whole deal. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 205. You get the NASDAQ up 134. S&Ps are up 35. And yes, as a couple of our Tigers are saying, this S&P is going for its highs. Folks, as you come over to TFNN, we have a TFNN, a Tiger Dollar sale. Now, we do these sales a couple times a year. Bottom line, if you have any product that you buy at TFNN right now, if you're thinking of getting in the future, bottom line, it's a great way to save quite a bit of money. Tiger Dollars are good for any product at TFNN. They're totally transferable and they don't have an expiration date. The way this works is that you can buy $500 worth of Tiger Dollars. We give you $600, which is of course, an extra 100 or 20% of what you're paying. You can buy 1,000. If you buy 1,000, you get 1,300, which is 30% bonus. The max is 1,500. If you buy 1,500, you can get 2,100, which is a $600 bonus of 40%. This sale will end tomorrow. When the markets close tomorrow, bottom line, that's when that closes. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Great way to save money. Give some Christmas presents, man. All you Tigers and Tigresses, I'm sure you all know each other now. You gotta love it. So let's go take a look at the XAU and the HUI. Let's see if we're heading up and we're going to do something out here. I know what I was going to say. So what we do have the cool thing here, time-wise, what we also have, folks, is that people do make new decisions in the new year. That's how this thing shakes out. What we also have inside of the broad market is we do have high volatility. And professional investors, meaning the fund managers, folks that have been in this market for, at least, I'd say more than 10 years. More than 10 years for sure. Last 10 years have been pretty easy. Bottom line, they will also be making decisions. And we'll see whether their decisions, they decide that they are going to have some type of an inflation hedge. They will not have an inflation hedge for Bitcoin, folks, okay? That's not how it goes. You have Bitcoin fund, yes, they'll be buying Bitcoin. But I'm talking about mainstream, all the funds that you see, whether it's the Fidelities or the American funds or the Invescos, right across the board. So if we take a look at the XAU, what you're going to see out here today is that you're breaking a little swing. The top of the swing here is a 129.80. We've hit 129.34. We had a nice rejection of lower price out here, basically about a week ago. HUI, let's see what this baby is shaking out. HUI, that is up 259, same type of setup. We'll see whether it can get above this 247. In both cases, let me put this up. I believe let's do it on that one. On both cases, okay, so what do we do? Yeah, we're inside the larger range. So once you get inside the larger range, the range opens up to 327. That's how that works. We dipped down, we got below it. You get a false break downtown. Actually, you could do this way, 381. Ooh, that could be 381. Oh, 270, yeah, 271. That's about $50. So 50 on top of that is 327. That's the next swing point. That's so weird. Some of these numbers, man, they just blow my mind. That when I just did this, so what I just did is this, folks. Okay, let's say this is a small, basically head and shoulders. You got the head down the bottom, you got the shoulder here. And I've seen these, like, then you fail, you come back down, and then that's what it is anyway. When I just did the price projection, and a price projection, you just take the top of it, you take the bottom of it, you add it to the top. It comes exactly to that when I say exactly, within a point of that 327. So we'll see where the baby's going to shake out. Notes and bonds. Now, we've been hearing a lot about notes and bonds. Oh my God. We've been hearing about notes and bonds. Like Tom Sosnoff, picture this, he used to do the option show because he owned Thinkorswim. He sold Thinkorswim to TD Ameritrade, and he was talking about rates going up then. Then he opened Tasty Trade. It's amazing too, folks. You know who owns Tasty Trade now? The same people that owned, Nadex. That's the bottom line. Dan Cook, Nadex, okay, they're all the same company now, which is pretty wild. Anyway, if we go back to the note, the 10-year note for a second, you're in a consolidation, and this thing looks to me like, man, this thing wants to go up to that 132, and right now you're at 130, and if we take a look at we're at 1.46. And what would happen here is this. Even if we're in this consolidation that I'm talking about, that I think that we're in, and we go down to 350 inside of the Qs, that 10-year will back down so fast you won't believe it. I mean, it'll be like lightning. It'll be like lightning, man. Because the bottom line is that all these large funds, they just want to basically get their money back. They'll switch out in about 2 seconds flat. Computers will switch out more of it, and they'll just start pushing it. Because when you look at this, so watch this just for a second, when you look at this rate across the world, it's still a very big rate. Canada is matching us now. It says 1.4 rather. Brazil's much larger, 4.5. But now look at Europe. 0.8%. France is at 0.07%. Germany's at 0.2%. Spain's at 0.4%. Portugal 0.3%. Sweden 0.1%. The Netherlands we can't look at because they've been negative forever, as has with Switzerland. I mean, they're in negative rates. It's just amazing. But guess what? That's what matters in the context of where these babies want to go. Let's go take a look at. Let's go over to Toll Brothers and see what Toll Brothers is doing out here. So you get Toll Brothers. Well, we caught a bid. Okay, wonder what's going on there. So that's up 3. Nothing there. Let me see if they're all up. They're all up. Okay, man. That's interesting. That's a contraction of volume too, though. So don't. You can see that yesterday, Lennar, we did 2.4. Today it's 1.3. I expect. You get a test here. Let me see. BZH. So you get, that's up too. Yeah. The home business is up. Let's go to Home Depot. Home Depot's up slightly. You know what I heard out here today, which is pretty cool? So the big banks, folks, they have a huge advantage in the context of the amount of cash that is swashing around the system. And there was a banker on today, and he was explaining that as to 2 months ago, the amount of money that is swishing around their bank, okay, and I forget the name of the bank. It's not a JP Morgan, but it's a big bank. Well, that has been cut in half. So that's kind of playing out also, meaning, people have less money, because if it's not in the bank, it's cut in half. Well, guess what? Another 2 months, then we may be back to where you were pre-pandemic. Now that being said, I was Christmas shopping last night. Oh, man. It's Louis Vuitton, Tiffany's, not Tiffany's, Louis Vuitton, what's another, Gucci. These stores had lines outside, and I was trying to figure out whether that's the new racket that, Coach, thank you, and that this is the new racket that they make like they're so busy, they made people walk outside. But it was like amazing looking at, because I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at that line, and you know that anything in that store is $500. So it's like, okay, man, things are pretty good. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Are you looking for a secured investment which pays you on a monthly basis? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be the program for you. The best rate on a 5-year CD in the country right now, according to Bankrate.com, is paying 1% per year or $1,000 per $100,000 invested. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly, on secured, high-value, buildable properties in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment is for 4 years, paying 7% per year or $7,000 per $100,000 invested. Your investment is secured by high-value real estate in St. Petersburg, Florida. Your investment can be anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000. Do you want to make $1,000 per year on $100,000 invested or $7,000 per year on a secured Tiger First mortgage? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be just the program for you. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly. For more information, you can call 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 251, the Nasdaq's up 159, S&Ps are up 43. Let's go take a look at those S&Ps. I mean, they're running it right into the close, and I suspect, folks, they're going to run it right into the new year, meaning right up till the 31st. We take a look at that S&P, you're going to see you get 2 wide price spreads days. They don't come in 2s, folks. They love 2 or 3s. If this comes in 3, it's going to be a trip, man, because you got the S&Ps up $44 right now. We're going to take a look at the SPY. What you have with the SPY out here, SPY's at 467, also has the price spread. The low of the high is 467.35. So here you go. We close here, that means it's going after the high because we've dug into it. Yeah, it has a contraction of volume. Bottom line, what is today? Today's Wednesday, right? So we got Thursday, and then you get next week. We get 5 days next week. So bottom line, that thing wants higher price. And the X100, same type of setup. We take a look at it. Again, my take is that, yeah, you're going to get up there, but then you get the consolidation, and we're just waiting to sell it. I'm waiting to sell it personally. Qs are up 437. You're at that 393, and 400 is going to be game on these Qs. The last swing points up in the Qs were the 401. They gave it up there. You had the big, oh, this is cool. You know what's happening here? On the Qs, okay, we got to do this number, man. I bet it's really close. On the Qs, it's not ready to sell, but on the Qs, you know, if you just paid attention to the railroad track, you're actually ready to sell. Because the way that formula goes on the railroad tracks is that you sell the 0.618 of the deal. And I'm just eyeballing this, but I'd say it's a 0.618. Well, let me see. Top of that is 398. The bottom's 385. You have 14 points. 4, 8, 12. 14. 4, 8 is 90. Yeah, we're at it. We're almost there. So bottom line, we'll see how that shakes out. But that's a good signal. That is a good signal, man. There's no two ways about it. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Look at this market. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. 9 o'clock kicks us off. Great show. Look at him, folks.
Building wealth